Good evening. It's Women Against Poilievre here, just waiting to go into my polling station to vote in the Canadian federal election in beautiful Vancouver. Earlier today, my friend T-Jack made a video asking who we honor when we go into the polling station and vote, exercise our right to vote. And I've been thinking about that, as I always do. I have voted in every election that I'm eligible to vote in since I was 18 years old and fully intend on continuing to do that because it's important to me. And in thinking about who I honor this time around, there's kind of three groups of people that I think about. The first being the women who came before us, the women who didn't have the right to vote in this country, and others who fought for decades for that right. Some of them died for that right. And when I look at the lineups here at my polling station and think about all of the times that I voted and how normal it is for women to vote, nobody questions it. And I think about those women, and if they could see us now, after the incredible fight that they had to gain their right to vote, their right to participate in their democracy, in their economic future, in their social future, and for their children as well. It astounds me. Of course, they're not going to be able to be here, but I do think about them and I honor them with this vote. Secondly, I think about my parents. They both grew up in the Netherlands and lived through the Nazi occupation of Holland. They were not Jewish, but my mother told us repeatedly through her childhood that her parents hid Jewish people during the war, and she said she remembered as a very small child the fear that she had when those boots came up the stairs, because she knew what would happen to them, to the people they were hiding, as well as to her family if those people were discovered. And because of those experiences, both of my parents instilled in us the absolute importance of respecting other people, of inclusion, of dignity, of democracy, of standing up for what is right. And as my mother used to say, doing something if you experienced or saw something that wasn't happening, that demeaned other people or degraded them or compromised their humanity in any way. So I think about them today, and because they taught us the importance of this incredible right to vote and what it means for our future and for our society's future. And third, I like to think about my fellow Canadians, because I live in this country. I was born here. I love this country. It has given me everything, and my family. It is a free country. It is a democratic country. It has a good economic situation. We have rights in this country. Unfortunately, all of those things have not applied evenly throughout our history, and they don't now. And that's not tolerable. That shouldn't happen. And part of correcting that is exercising our right to vote so that we can have a say in who we think best represents our interests, but also the interests of our fellow Canadians and making our country better. So I'm going to think a lot about my fellow Canadians today, as I go in there. You know, we're seeing in the United States right now the erosion, or maybe the already end of their democracy, their civil rights, probably their economy as well. And Canada, we're not the United States. We can make a different decision for our future, where we have a positive future, where we have a successful future, where we have a democratic future, where we have an environmentally sustainable future. We don't have to go the way of the United States. I personally feel very strongly, for anybody who's followed my account will know this, that if we elect a Poilievre government, that we will go the way of the United States, because everything that he is doing mirrors what Trump and the Republicans have been saying and what they're now doing to the United States. He's telling us who he is. There isn't anything that he's hiding. So for me, I'm going to go in there. I'm going to vote for my local Liberal MP who's running for re-election. I'm hoping for a Liberal majority government under Prime Minister Carney, because by all accounts, he is the leader that will get us through what's going to be a really difficult number of years ahead of us. And for those people who have children, who have grandchildren, they're going to be looking to you to make the right decision as we go through this election. So for me, it's Liberal. If you're not sure how to vote, or if you're eligible, or what kind of ID you need, or where you need to go, please go to electionscanada.ca. They will give it, that site gives you all of the information so that you have it and you can go and exercise your right and your obligation as a Canadian adult to vote in this election. So I really encourage people to do that who aren't sure that they're going to vote. This is the most important election in my lifetime. And so please exercise your rights. And I wish you all a really good long weekend. Thank you.